And we're back. Welcome to another episode of Where's My Anime? We're live on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Twitch.
And whatever platform you're on, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
As always, with your boy Jay Sama.
And I'm Dap. And let's get into it on another episode of Where's My Anime?
Yes, sir. And we back. What's going on, world?
How's it going? Top of the evening, top of the morning.
All that. Welcome back to another episode of Where's My Anime? This is episode 26. Your boy Jay Sama.
And I is Dap. And let's get into it for this episode with our third time returning guest, the Superfly Chris Fry, the manga guy.
Welcome, Chris, to the stage, man.
Thanks, guys.
Whoa, there you go. There you go. Every time on the show, my boy.
Thanks, guys. Glad to be back.
How you doing tonight, man?
Oh, living the dream.
As always, as always. How you doing tonight, Dap?
As well, man. Ready to talk about this anime here and see what y'all opinions is. Maybe I'm the crazy one today.
Yeah.
But even though I think I usually paint you as the crazy one anyway.
Hey, man, nobody paints you as the crazy one. Now, when you come up with these crazy ass ideas and opinions, that's on you, my boy. Oh man, so y'all had a good week this week?
Okay.
It's good enough. Still alive, still breathing.
Yeah. Apart from the animes that we talking about tonight, has anybody else been watching anything on the side or anything caught your interest out there?
Trying to finish this Shangri-La Frontier season 3.
Nah, season 2.
I think I'm still pretty early. No, I'm on 3. Wait, on the what?
I think there's only 2, isn't there?
There's only 2? Oh, okay, then. My bad, then. Okay, then I'm on season 2.
We found out you reading some manga over there.
Dab just gets the anime, whoever made the anime just sending him episodes, apparently.
Y'all don't get the weeks?
Dab's the unedited version.
I'm something they died. But yeah. I'm like episode 6 or something on Shangri-La. So, it's early on.
I think season 2 has like a kind of relatively slow opening, if I remember correctly. But it picks up a little bit, man. We're not even gonna go in Shangri-La. But what about you, Chris? Man, you been watching anything on the side or anything got your eye?
I've been trying to catch up with you guys on your list. So I binged To Be Hero X, so I can't wait to talk about that.
Okay. Yeah, man. I honestly haven't seen anything outside of the normal list that we're talking about. Normally, I try to fuck through a little couple, whatever. I had started watching it's a fighting game.
Fighting.
Can't remember.
It's based on a fighting game.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the anime, but it's on Crunchyroll. I think I had told you about it one night, but I had started watching that and I haven't watched it in a couple weeks. But it's supposed to be alright. Yeah. And I'll probably think of the name as soon as we start talking about other stuff.
You talking about the Don?
Huh?
You talking about the Don?
No, it's a manga.
Oh, you said Crunchyroll. My bad. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I mean, I could play it on the PS5 tonight if I wanted to. I just can't. I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the game because normally, the fighting games I play, Mortal Kombat, Sparking, stuff like that. So, it's like it reminds you of Tekken a little bit, but it's not Tekken.
Killer Instinct?
No. I think it's like in the 5th series right now.
I have no clue then.
Yeah, man, I gotta. If my brother, if I had my brother on my lifeline, man, I'll text him right now. But hey, man, what's the name of the game? Uh, but now, man, if y'all are good, we can go ahead and get into it tonight. With My Hero Academia Vigilante season one. I
Let's
want
get
to.
it.
All right, bet. Oh, we're live on X, YouTube, Twitch, um, and Facebook tonight. Drop something in the comment, man. If hey, look, if you hear Dap say something crazy, go ahead and check him. Let him know that that's not it. All right. And then or if you agree with what we're saying, drop something in the comments. We'll comment back. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll talk about it. Um. So
No manga spoilers.
yeah, there's no more spoilers, man. Um. We might reference Chris for some manga resources and stuff like that, or manga sources, but typically this is just an anime show. So if you hear us with our predictions of what we think might happen, it's not because we read the manga, it's because those are just our opinions based off the anime. So with that being said, we got My Hero Academia Vigilante season 1 episode 9, Mom Descends. um I'm not going first on this one. But
All I'm gonna say is I hit the nail on the head. I called it like a. I'll try to keep this clean, Papa. But yeah, I hit the nail on the head on what this episode is gonna be about.
you did, man. You did, because you said that is what's her name? Moko.
Maka and Prop Step is gonna be fighting over who's gonna be the boo for Kochi.
Another episode of filler, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm getting at with it. This is an episode of filler, bro. I'm sorry.
It's I wouldn't say it was filler just because the end result happened, but it was just I don't feel like all that was necessary just to say like, hey, his court can also do this. Like that could have came out a whole another kind of way without it going the route that it got introduced and it went, in my opinion.
I mean, were you excited for this episode? Like as soon as the episode came on, were you just like, yeah, this is gonna be good? You was like, yeah,
Nah, I knew it couldn't be much, man. It couldn't be much. So, like the one thing I will say though, which is crazy, and maybe I'm like overviewing this, but I feel like they kind of made it somewhat uh symbiotic. That's if I even pronounce that word correctly. Because like, man, it's crazy that his mom's court is called Fly Swatter, and the one time that was the most monumental moment to both her and Koichi was the time where he flew with his court and she popped him like a fly that she was swatting. And then he didn't fly again until it was needed at the moment of action. Like I find like that's crazy. Like how they decided to go with that. If anybody else noticed that kind of relation too.
that, that, that's what I'm saying, man. Like this is an episode where I'm just disappointed in My Hero again because we got the same story, right? And I thought it was going to be moving into a more direction of we're getting some background, or not background, but we're getting some key um moments from some of the heroes and villains and stuff like that. And this is the kind of shit that we get. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care about this episode at all, man. I don't. And honestly, I'm not really that invested into the characters at this point. So
I'm gonna have to agree with Jay on this one. The more I watch Vigilantes, the more I feel like the whole show is filler. Like it honestly, they don't give me any good reason to like the characters aren't bad. Like they can be kind of fun and stuff like that, but they don't give me anything
Yeah.
to make me go, "Oh man, I really want to see what happens next." Like the Stan stuff was kind of neat, but that's what, one episode, two episodes max.
Yeah.
Like that's I don't know, man. Like the more and more, I'm just like, man, there's not any real reason to keep going.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely need. I mean, I like that they did a little bit more. I guess you could say more in action. We get to see a little bit more in action from uh, damn Ingress. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Which one?
Uh, engine elbows.
Hmm?
Yeah, you
the
talk. Yeah, the guy with the court, the fast guy, but like instead of
Oh,
his just being in his feet, you know what I'm saying? It's in his elbows. Like,
Yeah,
the older brother of the guy from MHA.
yeah, from the
yeah,
OG.
yeah,
Oh man, I
yeah.
mean, I get it. He's a cool character, man, but give us the good shit. Like, oh, give us some
I
all
mean,
like,
you're not.
yeah, give us some all for one, or yeah, all for one, right? Yeah,
Well, there. I mean,
I
you
mean,
do get all for one on the phone.
yeah. Is that him?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
there's
that's
a
hundred
phone.
percent his voice. Yeah,
nah.
for the B lady when she was
Yeah,
on the phone. Yeah, that is 100% all for one.
you
Hundred
can't
percent.
say 100%, Chris, man.
100%. That is the same voice actor for like I'm good with voices. This is the same voice actor from the dub. I mean, if they change it, then I mean they change it, but like that is all for one's voice.
That
Yeah,
sounds like a manga spoiler. You sure that's the right?
I've never watched Vigilant or read Vigilantes on the manga. I haven't, unfortunately. Well, might be fortunate now,
right.
but
So,
but
I mean, that's the.
it is 100% his voice. Like that is the English dub all for one voice. So
Oh, you watched the dub. Okay.
I do
Oh
watch
yeah,
the
that's right. You
dub.
you're a
I know
dubber.
I'm terrible.
Ah, he's a
Yes,
dubber.
manga reader and number. That's
yep.
crazy work.
It is. It is. But I mean, I try to have hope for Vigilantes because apparently the Vigilante series actually did better in the mangas than it did in the original series. Or I guess there was more aspects that people liked out of the manga Vigilantes than they did the original series. So I was kind of hoping that it was going to come out a little bit better, or at least you know
You
contribute to
mean
the main series some kind of way.
It it could eventually, I guess, but I'm not really sure how. Like right now, like like again, I do think there's like some positive with the characters. Pop Step, I think, is fun, but of course, there's this stupid love triangle crap that you're dealing with. That
Bandit?
honestly just gets old very quickly. But at least there's like a neat little cute backstory for like why she likes him. Like I get like that was Knuckle Duster. I mean, he's cool when he punches people, but other than that, like he doesn't really bring anything else to it. And then Koichi, I don't know, he's hit or miss for me. Like sometimes I think he's funny and kind of cool, and then other times I'm like, dude, you kind of suck. So
It's too
I
much
don't.
like Midoriya.
Yeah, a little bit.
Probably even
Uh,
worse than Midoriya, man. Probably even worse, man.
yeah, because at least Midoriya like sucks it up.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like this
I
guy.
don't know.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm just not heavily invested into it, right? And that's another thing too. Is like, we saw Midoriya, we saw his classmates and stuff. Um, yeah, like don't give me the same shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I want something new and refreshing because hopefully, you know, uh, when the new My Hero season come out, I'm gonna be back heavily invested in that story because I want to see what happens to All Might. I want to see how Midoriya finally handles um my, is it my
Shigarami.
Shigarami? Yeah, I want to
that's
see how
gonna be
he
freaking
finally
cool.
handles Shigarami. Hopefully, right? You know what I'm saying? So, like,
Yeah.
that's the shit I want to see, man. And Vigilantes, I thought was gonna be like, just some refreshing storytelling about, the past, and right now I'm just not getting it. I'm just not
I,
getting it.
I would be kind of okay if like it'd be one thing if it felt like there was like some setting up to maybe this becoming a little bit darker, where like maybe they were being hunted by heroes or something while they were still trying to do good. Like that would be intriguing story. But instead, it just feels like My Hero Academia without the school. Like
Right.
that's it.
Yeah,
And,
they kind of built up on it a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, and it's just I don't know. It's just kind of boring
Yeah, for
at the
sure,
moment.
for sure. What's going on, Black Love by Design? Hey guys.
Top of the morning.
Howdy ho.
Top of the morning, this guy. Um, yeah, man. So what are y'all rating this episode? Episode 9.
I'm gonna go
Probably,
with
Probably
four.
like a
Like
two.
I don't even think this is like mid. This was just boring. So like 4 or 3 for me.
yeah, I'm giving it a 2, man. This is a
Yeah.
college kid with mama issues, man. Like,
Yeah.
what I
I mean,
want.
honestly, I feel like her Pork is kind of OP, huh? She can just sit there and hit somebody from damn near any kind of distance.
What I love about design said you're gonna give it a one, Dap.
I mean, I can do a viewer's request. So we're giving this episode a one, courtesy of the viewers. But like, I didn't like that aspect of this episode either. Like, it had a whole other element that we never seen before, and I know we're not gonna get explanation for that shit because we seen a regular ass cat jump on top of a bus, get injected with trigger. I'm assuming that's trigger, and
Yeah,
then all of a sudden I has quartz and stuff, and it's doing wild stuff. Like, what was that?
Hmm.
We only know quartz to be with humans. Like, animals have quartz now too.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's like the DBZ universe. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. I think a one is more deserved. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't stick with two. I appreciate
No doubt, no doubt. Any final remarks, man, for My Hero Vigilante series season?
you. Come with the next episode, please. Commend the side. Oh no, not commend the side. That's not please. I need to please this in Japanese. Please come with the next episode. My hero vigilante.
What about
Give
you,
us
man?
something.
Manga guy.
I just give us something that is intriguing. Like that. That's all I want. Like I like something that I don't quite grasp right now. It's all cliches and tropes and boring.
Yeah.
So
And also, yeah, and then go back what you said earlier, Chris. Like I forgot about that. Like they did introduce the fact that being a vigilante is dangerous and is not needed because the police were going to go after vigilantes. But they just said that, but then nothing happened afterwards.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that would be like fun having somebody like because that's why we like superheroes like Batman and Superman and Spider-Man and shit. Like they are technically against the law, and so they have to deal with that, and that's intriguing. But these guys, like the cops, know who they are and do nothing.
No.
Yeah,
or at
I'm pretty
least,
sure they know where
or
they're
at
at
least,
too.
or at least, even if they don't know who they are, they know where they show up every night because apparently they only protect one neighborhood. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that's what I'm saying. It just the whole show so far feels like just a big filler episode to just to sell probably more My Hero Academia merch. That's what it feels like.
Oh, it just came to me. The anime I was talking about earlier. When we started the show. Oh, it's Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear.
Hmm.
Hmm. Got you.
Yeah, they got an anime on Crunchyroll, man. I think I watched like 3 episodes of it. It was okay, but I don't have any precursor knowledge to the lore of that. But it was alright though. But yeah, that's what I was talking about before. I could not remember the name, and it came to me. But yeah, with that being said, man, we can wrap up Vigilante, My Hero Academia, and that's the thing too, right? Like what Chris saying, man. Like this show is not real vigilante like. You know what I'm saying?
No, not at
Um,
all.
all right, all right. So with that being said, man, let's go ahead and jump into Devil May Cry season 1, episode 8, A River of Blood and Fire. Um, Dap, I know you was really rocking with this show, man, and so was I. Devil May Cry is one of those ones, man. I kind of feel like Netflix has done a good job with their animation series that they put up there, man. From Devil May Cry to Castlevania. Um, the old one in Nocturne, I believe. Like Netflix has been doing a good job with their animation, man. So how did or Chris, did you watch this as well?
Oh yeah, I've watched all of Devil May Cry.
Oh yeah.
The final episode, or yeah, 8 was the season finale, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Super good. I honestly like. It was just fun seeing Dante's what demon form, I guess is what it is.
Yeah.
Um, that was I mean, that was cool. Like it was just a cool time. Um, the I don't know the whole like her last remaining bullet thing, like shooting that it's a little cliche for me, but it's still cool. Like it was still a neat moment, but it's a little cliche. Like I
Yeah,
guess, but overall though, it was just like the animation's amazing, and then of course they stay true from what I understand. Of course, I wasn't a hardcore Devil May Cry gamer, but from what I understand, they stayed true to the source material. So I always have to give kudos for that. Like not trying to change it too much or anything like that. Always a positive.
Yep.
what about you,
Uh, I'll actually go back and talk about what Chris was saying on the last episode. You do a little bit of foreshadowing in the last episode when you're talking about Mary. Now, if you said what you said yesterday, today, then I would have been like, yeah, I agree with you. Because she was getting smacked around on some shit that should have killed her. It show killed her teammates. She ain't get a broken rib or nothing. She just like shook it off and got back up. Went counting bullets. Like this episode did have a very good bit of ass pulls in it. But
No,
that's not saying it's a bad thing. So like this is well,
Yeah.
it is a bad thing, but this is still a great episode. It was still a great way to still build onto the story. It was still a great way to end off the series. Even though I will probably give that as a knock too, because I'm like, damn, I didn't think this was the last episode. I thought we still had like three more to go.
bro, you gotta be shitting me, man. Like, yo, Mary goes hard in the paint, dog. I don't think it was any ass pulling, bro, at
It
all.
wasn't this one, bro. Like, bro,
Bro,
she took a full on swing from White Rabbit. This is after he took a that was wild. Bro sit there and ate the other little demon that he had with him, so he
Hmm.
can get the blood in him. And but yeah, after he went like demon berserk, he hit her with like a full on arm swing, and she went flying. It's like either like a helicopter or something else that was metallic. Like she should have been fucked up in some kind of way. I don't even think she has a scratch on her face. Like she
yeah,
walked away from this shit hella clean, bro.
And
nah,
she
That
bro.
just,
shouldn't
I
have
think
happened.
she just like grunts and then gets back up.
Basically,
Nah,
basically, unless, huh?
she was hurt, man. She was just fucking that shit up, bro. Like that's it. She was fucking that shit up, bro. Like, yo,
She
this
should
is
have been picking up.
I'm about to say, man, this is Mary. This is not this is not the main character in My Hero, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where he fucking breaks all his bones when he tries to do one simple act. All right, it's Mary, bro. She's out here, dog.
She is, but she's still out here being a human. As far in this season, she's just a regular human.
That's okay. So like that's what I understood. Is she like if she was like enhanced in some way, it'd be one thing. But from what I
Yes,
understand, she's just supposed to be a normal human with a lot of training.
Yes,
Like
yes.
that's so like when she yeah, as he said, when she just gets like backhanded by White Rabbit and slams into, she should have at least some broken ribs and shit. But she
Stop it,
basically just grunts and gets up and moves on. Like it's I don't know.
bro. That was that was legitimately her Vegeta and Android 18 moment. That's how that shit like legitimately should have went down. She had the same pose and everything. Like she should have been fucked up.
have y'all not seen Batman fight Doomsday, bro? It's the same principle, man. Batman gets hit, he gets his ass back up too, bro.
Yeah,
It's
I,
Mary, man.
I give Batman that shit too. Like, don't get me wrong, love him to death, but I mean, he basically just has so much plot armor, he can do whatever he wants.
Kind of like Knuckle Duster.
I mean,
Yeah. He always, he
I
always
mean, yeah.
he always falls in the trash can or trash bags or the awning of a building or something. Like
Yep. Yep.
I get it, man. Y'all stop not too much on Mary, dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 'cause honestly, bro, like when it wasn't about Dante, Mary was carrying the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
mm,
Um,
she's part of the triangle. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I think it was cool. We got to see, I guess, I guess confirmation of Dante's brother, on the last
Yeah,
episode.
Virgil. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that shit was dope, man. I was like, ooh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that goes back what I was saying, trying to figure out who he was, and it was just his brother in his demon form. doing whatever, which is still kind of confusing too, because you see him right there in his demon form, but then at some point during like I don't know if it was a flashback or supposed to be like current time, you see him in like basically a test tube because they had him like all bonded up. He had the little mask on his face because he was like submerged in like some kind of fluid. So I was like,
I don't
I
remember
kind of
that.
got lost right there. Unless that was somebody totally different. Maybe it was. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know on that
Um,
one. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. If you go back and watch it, like they got somebody that looks like it can either be Dante or it could be Virgil in like this little tank with full of liquids. I thought that was Virgil, and they were just saying like Darkov had Virgil the whole time, and they've been running tests and stuff on it. So I was kind of surprised to see him be the one to free the demons from the human demon camps in hell. So,
yeah, I thought that shit was. I thought that shit was like a 180, bro. Like, now we about to fuck y'all up down there, and we gonna set up shop. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, that shit was wild. And it's just, I mean, it's crazy, man. Because it really just comes down to two characters. Like, it's still Mary's fault and White Rabbit's fault. If those two didn't do the shit that they did, ain't none of this shit would have been going on. They ain't got nothing to do with Dante. It ain't got nothing to do with Virgil. Ain't got nothing to do with the vice president. Like, it's pretty wild.
Hey man, this whole show is the snitch fault, bro. This whole show, everything went for the wrong because of the snitch, bro.
The snitch, oh no, man, bro, he was trying to take this thing. And then he ended up getting shot anyway. Hopefully he's still alive. Hopefully he did, but more than
Nah,
likely he's probably dead.
don't bring his ass back, man. He served
I
his
mean, they
purpose.
didn't shoot. They didn't shoot him in the head. They shot him like just like they grazed his shoulder. They showed it. It wasn't a fatal shot, surprisingly. But that's the part. Okay, my bad. That is the knock. That part didn't make any fucking sense. So snitch, because I can't remember his name. Well, who am I calling snitch? He's not a fucking snitch. But dude went to go retrieve the White Rabbit's device so
Yeah,
he could destroy it. Why is he running around with it? Why didn't he just destroy it?
maybe he didn't know how to destroy it, bro.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Plot armor. I don't know.
Like something about that doesn't seem right and it doesn't make sense. Unless that's just sadly that's just mistaken in the writing. That part doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I get it now. What y'all giving the season finale for Devil May Cry?
Hmm,
Uh,
I'd probably give it like a 7. I thought it was good, but like I do think there's issues with it, and I don't know. There's that whole plot, heavy plot armor fight for me, but otherwise it's still pretty cool. Like the Dante demon form was pretty awesome. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, 7 for me.
All right, what you giving it that?
I'm gonna give it a 9 because this was the season finale and I thought I had 3 more episodes left to watch. And then and then I'll turn around and give it a 10 because just all together it's a great series. There are knocks, but there are not enough knocks to take away how great it is in its entirety. So I will give it a 10. I can't be mad at somebody that knows somebody's name and still calls them lady.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, I'm gonna give the season finale a 8, man, and then obviously I'm giving it an 8/10 overall. It was a good watch. It was an easy watch too, man. Like, it wasn't like, oh shit, uh, I'm gonna be up all night and all day trying to get through it, man. It was just an easy watch, man. Just watching it back to back, boom, boom. The episodes were executed very well. The animation was dope. The music in the show was dope. Um, hey
Yeah.
man, I mean, shit, hey, if well, maybe it can be nominated for a Crunchyroll award next year, but if it is, man, it need to win fucking something because Devil May Cry was pretty good this year for sure. Any final comments, man? On
I,
Devil May
I don't
Cry?
know. I don't know if I'd give it a 10. That to me, a 10's perfection. I don't think the show is perfect. I'd give it an 8. it's a solid show, but it ain't nowhere near perfect.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Like I said, like there's definitely not. So like you had like how much you love the demon form. I really don't like it, especially the first time he changed. Because the first time
Really?
he changed, yeah, the first time he changed, maybe it was designed. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be by design, or maybe it was just missed. But like his sword was on his back as a human in his human form. The sword was on Dante's back. When he transformed to a demon, that fucking sword disappears.
I
Then he
don't know.
changes back,
I,
and then the sword's back. Like, oh, what's going on here? Like, I got there's definitely a little
magic.
stuff I can
But
demon magic.
the sword is a demon sword, bro. So it just transforms with him, man. Like, what do you mean? Well, here's the
What
thing,
is that? What does that mean?
right? Right. But here's the thing, Chris. Because you brought up an interesting point about a 10 being perfection, man. Do you have something that is considered a 10?
uh,
Actual thing?
like
I'm
on
talking
anime, or are you just
about
talking like
anime.
on anime?
Huh.
Uh, let's see, something that would be perfect for me.
Yeah.
Jay, some was hoping you gonna say bleach.
The close, honestly, I don't know. Like, no, probably not. I've got a couple that are nines, but like to me, 10's perfect. Like that's like if I go to like a video game or something too, like Last of Us is something I would call perfection. It's something I'd give it 10. But
Well,
like there's a lot of games or a lot of shows and stuff I give nines, but I'm like, you're just not quite there yet.
okay. What's the show you giving a 10?
The highest dime you got.
Nah, 10. No. What's the show you giving a 10? I gotta hear the 10, bro.
Okay.
I mean, going back from like, I'm gonna look at like Cowboy Bebop. That was a 10 for me. The story is perfection. The animation was perfection. Of course, it's old now,
Yeah.
so I could be looking
I
at
mean,
rosy tinted glasses, but that's something I'd give a 10. Something newer. Ooh, I don't know, man. I'm pretty harsh on stuff. Like
Fucking
for that
see.
10,
I see.
it
yes,
wasn't gonna be Soul Eater.
nah. Soul Eater doesn't. No, Soul Eater isn't like an 8. Again, it's a great show, but it's just not quite there yet.
Okay. Well,
Um,
let me
You're
Let
in
give
me
you.
line.
come back to me.
Nah, nah,
Let me think. Put me on the spot.
let me give you some help, man. Let me give you some help. It starts with a B.
Oh, definitely not. Oh, like even like One Piece, which is out of the big three, One Piece and Naruto were my two favorites. Like
Yeah. What'd
One
you give
Piece, I'd
Naruto?
give Naruto like 8.59,
Uh,
and One Piece for me is like, at least right now, is a solid 9.
and what about Bleach?
Bleach is 8.
8.
Wait,
It
which
was
one is that?
out of the
Is that the
three. It
original?
was, yeah. Oh, I have not seen the newest one. That is true. I haven't got to that.
Even OG Bleach is a fucking
But
10. Dude.
OG Bleach for me is an 8. Yeah.
OG Bleach is. I mean, for me, it's better than Naruto. Well, I mean, before we go down a rabbit hole, man, might have some time at the end of the show, man, to get back into it. But all right, cool, man. So you said it's about an 8. It's not perfection, but it's not in that special tier of being a 9 for you.
Oh, like it was a show well, again, Jay, you had a good point there where it's like you just enjoy watching it. There's no
Yeah,
slog in it. There's nothing in it that's gonna make you go, oh, I don't want to watch the next episode, or even worse, like I can push off and go watch it
yeah,
later. You want to watch the next episode.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's it's an easy, fun watch.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. All right. With that being said, we're gonna move along. We're gonna move along to 2B Hero X season 1 episode 1. Yeah, we got some excited co-hosts up here for this one. Um, we are live. This is another episode of Where's My Anime, episode 26. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X tonight. Drop something in the comments. Let us know how y'all feeling. And at the end of every anime that we review, we always give like our rating on that. So if y'all want to drop in the comments of what you gave it, if you watched it, let us know in the comments and we'll talk about it. We'll post it up here. To Be Hero X season 1 episode 9 Lost in Game. Manga guy, you want to go first? I'll let you go first on this one, man.
Dude, I last week couldn't really make any comments because I hadn't watched it yet. I
Yeah,
binged it. It is awesome. I love every goddamn episode in this. It is so good.
yeah, man.
Yeah, I was sold. The newest one, getting to so obviously we started the Scion story last week. We've got episode 2 now of it. I love Scion. She's adorable. But like I was for this episode, I will say I was a it's I don't know how to phrase it. But like a little disappointment. I feel like there wasn't like the final moment is the only thing that really gave me like an oomph part. I
Yeah,
guess I don't
right.
really have the right words for this, but
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
like that, like until that part, like it's cute, it's adorable, I enjoy it, but until that end part, I didn't really feel like the story progressed very much. And then you get that end part where like you see the director make like a comment to her best friend or whatever. You don't get to hear it, but you get to see it. And then right at the end, of course, we see that the orphanage is now well fucked up.
Yeah,
And as I was telling that before we started here, I think that it's not the director who's changed everything.
a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
guess it's her friend. I'm gonna guess that something with his misfortune part of himself, because of whatever the director said to him, is probably manifested even worse, and it's now changed the orphanage, which unfortunately also means most likely we're going to have some type of clash between Scion and her friend, which is probably going to be sad. Which, yay, sadness.
Um, I think it's interesting, man, because like it's kind of like luck and misfortune going at it
Mhm.
head to head. If that's what ended up happening, right?
Yeah.
But I agree with you, Chris. Like that's what I when he said whatever he said to the little boy, man, I was like, damn. When the
Yeah.
director said it, I was like, what the fuck did he say? Number one and number two, shit is not going to be the same. Um, I mean, I enjoyed this one. It was a nice story per
Mhm.
se. Um, but I like my animes a little bit more fast tempo than this. But this is cool, man. Show Cyan out there, just getting it on her own, just having no luck in the beginning, and I'm glad that they kind of showed that, right? Like nobody believed her anymore, so she didn't have like her powers weren't that effective,
Yeah.
right? And so she kind of had to build it back up. She had to get more followers. People started believing in her again. Her luck changed, and she kind of just made it out there on her own without being in the orphanage. So that was a cool, interesting perspective to look at. Now, my next thing is because I had the same theory about the boy, right? But here's
Mhm.
the thing about that: the only person that believed in him was Sion, right? Like nobody else kind of believed in him. I mean, let's just say the director did too.
You know,
I
he
don't think it was even him.
he
It wasn't even
he.
no sign.
No, he did. He had like around 10 when he was a
Yeah,
kid, like
I
because he
thought it was
showed his.
one. I thought it
No,
was one.
I'm
uh,
I'm pretty
it
sure
was a
it was
good
like
little
10.
number.
It was a good little number. It wasn't a lot, but it would have been like, in my opinion, like the average a kid probably would have.
Okay, okay, okay. Even so, though, like for the orphanage to change the way it did, um, his trust value has to have changed somehow, or it could be the
Or the
Asian
fear.
fear guy, or is that fear?
Yeah. I'm
Yo,
wondering if something like if I'm thinking so fear has been of course a big thing. I'm wondering if abandonment, the fear of abandonment is what that director did in his head. Like she abandoned you, she left you here, she's never coming back or something of that sort. And that's what and it's like I'm betting it's still the director's fault, but like
Yeah.
probably the fear of abandonment or something has now caused his misfortune to manifest with however they use fear. Because of
Yeah,
course we don't really quite understand that part yet. But
Right, and that's the question, right? Can that ultimately overtake the or multiply your abilities just by
mhm,
fear? You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. We saw that with enlightenment.
You said what?
We saw that with enlightenment. So like fear is like the only thing that we've seen that doesn't work like a stress value and still gives you power. Actually, we've seen it twice. When
it,
the
from what we
because we
well with the guy the the businessman or whatever
this is been you
we
talking about
it does work, huh?
you talking about what's the main character's name? Lao talking about Lao's boss, his old boss.
Yeah,
He was the first
yeah,
person that got fear.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And with
yeah.
him, I mean, we do know fear works a little bit like trust in that the more fear directed to you, the more powerful it is.
Okay.
We know, like, but we
Or
don't really
hatred.
grasp how, like, unlike with trust, we get that it kind of like focuses on a center person. Like fear doesn't always focus on a single person. It's so that's what I don't understand if maybe just the concept, like once again, like I said, if it is Lao, I think it's going to be like fear of abandonment from
Yeah.
Scion or something. Maybe his fear of that is so great that it has amplified his misfortune. Maybe not even intentionally. It could have been, just an unintentional thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know yet, obviously.
Same.
Actually, man, like it just hit me though. Like that's actually like probably the perfect duality. So I think how it works is so trust value obviously relies on other people to believe in you for
hmm
you to have these powers. Fear, people can't necessarily feel the same way you feel to have fear. So your fear level is based on whatever you're going through on your own. So literally you control your powers when it comes to the fear factor.
But we
No
also
pun
know that
intended.
other people's fears can be like added to you as well. Again, it's the businessman. We see that because he sent out um the pink slips. Like that's when he like gets overcharged or whatever. He sent out the firing notices or something like that is what they called them.
What he did? I
And
don't remember
and
that.
and that's when he got the power up and started kind of fighting the main character who was Nice at the time. Started fighting Nice back. He was able to push Nice back until Nice finally was focusing that he was a hero now, and then he's able to
Yeah.
overcome him or whatever.
But I feel like it's interesting, man, because fear has been introduced in different ways throughout this season, right? You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Like even with not the business guy, the second time we saw fear.
Enlightenment.
You said enlightenment. Yeah. When the octopus broke the fucking aquarium, whatever, and the little
Yeah.
damn little fucking mechanical fear balls came out, like like
I
how is
don't know
this
what that was.
like how is this shit popping up and now we're seeing it now like in this season. Well, what we expect to be fear, just through a whisper, right? So it's like it's it's interesting, man, and hopefully they give us some understanding and like how that shit works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of go back to what you were saying earlier about how, like, I feel like the dean intentionally got, damn, I forgot to do his name just like that. Luo. I felt like he intentionally got Luo to the orphanage because he knew he had bad luck. He probably used fear to amplify his bad luck, which he was probably also going to use on Cheyenne to amplify her power too, or to have better control over all the people that come to the orphanage, so he could have his whole little superpower, whatever shindig he was trying to pull off.
I I don't know about that. I feel like the kid being in the orphanage is more just about
The kid being an
the
orphanage.
well, yeah, like it was more about the director trying to show that his orphanage was the best, so he would be willing to even accept, the cataclysm, what they call, the boy from the other orphanages. That was more about just being able to be like, oh, my orphanage is so great, I can take care of any child. Because we've already seen that the director is very arrogant
Yeah,
and very much thinks that he deserves to be a hero. He deserves to have enough worship that he becomes a hero, just like the God Eye guy from the
Like,
Nice Thing. Yeah, that guy.
I mean,
The reason he falls to fear, of course, is his entitlement makes him think that he deserves to be a hero instead
yeah.
of having to work to prove himself and all that shit. But yeah, I don't know. That's my thought process.
What y'all giving
don't
this?
take away the control factor, though.
Hmm?
That's it. He still, so don't take away the control factor. He was still controlling those orphanages at the
That's true. Yeah,
orphanage. So,
that
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
is true.
Hey, man. 2 episodes ago, when they tried to escape, when Sion and her best friend tried to escape, you said
that was one
that.
episode.
Yo, you said that that was okay. They shouldn't have been trying to leave anyway. You
Because I
remember
didn't know
that?
what because I didn't know how old they were. I didn't know they were 19. If they were still kids, yes, they have to be an orphanage. Dude would have got fucked up if
Nah,
kids got away from an orphanage that he was in charge of.
so you you was on the side of the director, man. I just want you to remember that.
Did you not hear what I said?
Got it with the director, man. Got it. What y'all giving this episode, man? Start with you, Dap.
I would have to give this one. Uh, it's probably my lowest rating, man. And I don't mean that like in a bad way either, though. I probably say like a 6.5.
Fair enough.
Because like we really didn't get too much out of it. There was a lot more singing and stuff that went on in this anime
Yeah,
or this episode, sorry, than anything. But it still kept the story going. Yeah,
yeah.
6.5.
I give it a 6. What about you, bro?
It would be probably a 7. It's still cute, it's still a little fun, but there isn't, like you said, there isn't really like until the very end any real major like story movement or interesting, I guess, story movement. I should say,
Yeah.
because like
Hey, she became a
obviously,
hero.
I mean, it is kind of neat to see how Scion reaches stardom. Like that is kind of neat.
Oh,
Um,
hey. Yeah,
so you do get to see that, but that yeah, 7 for me.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
gonna give it a 6, man.
Hey,
Because
so
she,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say she actually became a hero on this episode too. So that kind of pushed the plot along as well. But yeah, I mean, it was okay. It was a nice little story, man. It was average. It was an average episode. We've seen way better episodes than To Be Hero.
Yeah.
In my
Oh, yeah, yeah.
but go ahead, Dap. Finish your thought.
Um, so maybe I'm lost out of this one. So Shine lost their powers when she left the orphanage because her trust value went down. When she went out to the
Well,
little
didn't lose
commoner,
powers because it said that she always had like luck based abilities. It's just they weren't amplified
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
So it's more that they were just weaker, significantly weaker, but
yeah,
weaker.
But but this is the part I'm not sure I understand. So people didn't know that she was I forgot what her name was when she was an orphanage. But wasn't she getting some trust value when she was just playing out in that like that mall, that open area? Didn't she
yeah,
get some trust value during that time? So
Yeah,
what was
she
that trust value going? So what was that going towards? Was they going towards her as her
it,
at that time, or is it going to her as in her orphanage persona? Because in a
it
way, like I feel like this kind of plays like that duality with Nice and Luau. Like when I mean not Luau, Lau. When Lau wasn't being nice, his trust value went down. When people started appreciating him as Lau, then the trust value went up, but not as nice as him himself. So what happened for her?
from what I understand for her, like as her trust value went, like she gives luck through her singing after that point. That's why her being a hero is her being a superstar. And she just does the concerts and stuff like that. Is by going to her concert, she embodies you with luck,
yeah,
good luck. But yeah, with luck.
yeah,
But that still doesn't say like what persona that's getting that trust value. Because like if somebody was to wear a mask like Esau. Like if Esau was to go out without his mask, like he's not going to have.
Yeah, but
Maybe I'm twisting up the show's mechanics myself.
yeah, because she's presenting herself as Scion, right? And even when she was in the courtyard,
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you notice, when the people came by and was like, "Oh, you're, the girl from the orphanage," and started bowing to her and stuff, she ran away.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so too, like we also noticed that I think it was like a quick little clip of like people saying, "Oh, that's what's her name for the orphanage," but some people that wasn't at the courtyard or whatever, right? But
yeah,
I think the majority of her trust came from just playing out there. People believed in her as a singer, right? Like as an artist, per se. And
yeah,
what Chris alluded to when she was on stage as a hero, she is a artist and she's singing her songs with her guitar and shit. Or I don't even think she had her guitar when she finally got on stage. Um,
I don't
pretty
think
sure
she.
she do.
No,
No,
well, she does for like when she plays her friend's song. She brings
oh
out
yeah,
the
yeah,
guitar
yeah, yeah.
then,
That's right.
but
That's right.
before that, she's just singing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um. So yeah, man. Like I think it's going straight to her persona as Zion, the artist.
Lucky
yeah.
Sign, artist
I
name.
might be reading too much into it because like we get like I'm trying to compare it with Nice's
Of course.
saga. I mean, I'm just trying to understand it, like, because like we seen, uh, damn, I keep getting dude's name. Lau, we see Lau do his thing once he loses his nice persona, but we don't necessarily see like what his powers entail. Granted, we really don't know what it is with Nice either. Like he's doing all kinds of shit left and right.
I
But
think
like,
Nice's originally was just flight and super strength. That's all I got. Of course, as I think his name was Lin Ling, I believe, actually. But
maybe, yeah,
I believe Lin Ling, um, obviously, he became more powerful than Nice did before he died because he had more trust value. But I don't know what his abilities are. Of course, as the commoner, which a horrible hero name. But he I think at least super strength just from the fight with God Eye.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
he got hands, bro. He just
yeah,
got hands.
he got hands.
I don't know what. I guess, yeah.
But and
Right.
then I do think it's neat though with Isol's story at least you see that just like with Lin Ling, it's kind of easy or maybe not easy, but you can siphon off another person's trust by just being kind of by being like them essentially. And because like with him obviously when he becomes the new Esol, when people start thinking of him as Esol, even at the beginning his powers start to focus, or his powers of course are just basically a copy of the original Esol, or what I
Yeah.
assume is the original Esol.
Well, well, not all the fucking powers because I still don't know why this dude got that. What was that shit when he pulled? Damn,
Little Magneto shields and all that shit.
Magneto shields. But down when he pulled that shit out the sky, his I guess
Oh,
like
his
his
lightning slash.
yeah,
Yeah,
right. Like what the fuck is
I
that?
I don't know that one. They did hint that a lot of his power not only comes from, of course, his trust value, but also came from his gear.
Yeah, technology. Yeah,
Yeah, they definitely tried to hint that that might be one of the reasons he could do something like that New Esol couldn't at the time. But
yeah. Not
that
that
could
in the
also
movie
just
though.
be, them trying to, I don't know, have like an excuse, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and I gotta see what happened. I got to see what happened at the end of that battle, man. That was a disjustice that they did, bro. Like they just left us off the hook with that shit, man, or left us on the hook with that.
I
What do you
mean,
mean?
What do you mean,
what you
man?
mean? You don't
He
remember
did
that?
he did his final move. The old ESO did his final move. The new
Yeah.
ESO went in, you know, much true hero fashion, like, oh, this is all I got. I'm gonna give it to him. And then next thing you know, we see him as a new ESO, but they don't actually
Yep.
show the Flash
Well,
what happened.
they do
No
show
connection.
the broken arena, and then
Yeah,
you see New Esol with one of his arms missing,
yeah,
and he's just standing there all bloody. well, I mean, you can't really see the blood, but you could tell that he would be bloody, and he's kind of like, uh, I don't know. It looks like he's exhausted or whatever. But I mean, at least you see that.
That ain't
Nah.
it. That ain't. I need to see it all, bro. I need to see. I need to see if somebody does dodge, did a counter, did something. You know what I mean?
Instant transmission.
Like,
Song.
I mean, the whole thing was supposed to be that he got there first. Like that was his only
Oh.
apparently plan. Which, by the way, worst possible plan ever. But his only plan was to get there first, and punch him first. That was
So
apparently his whole plan.
they could have showed the punch though. They could have showed the
that's just the
punch.
old. So basically, it's an homage to him not rushing and getting there first, so old dude getting shot. Basically,
Ah, I don't know
now,
enough.
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they could have showed it. I don't give a fuck.
And I will say
Most
this
of it.
also: when I started Esol's fucking story, I called out that his uncle was shady as fuck right from the get go. I knew it, and when you start to see all this stuff, I was like, I knew it. I screamed it in my house.
Scaring the dogs.
That's
I was
cool, man.
like, I knew that guy was shady.
That's cool. That's cool, man. Um, but we're gonna wrap up. To be Hero X. Any final comments? Final thoughts? Anything?
I just want I the two big things that are bugging me right now is one, what happens at the end after Nice, after Nice, meets Moon and Moon dies. I want to know what happens after that. And two, I still very much want to know why Nice killed himself.
Oh yeah,
That
for sure.
Yeah.
that is bugging me so badly, and like even when it moved into like the Esol and then the Scion story and stuff, I was just like, please, just tell me.
And why he killed himself the way he did though. You know what I'm saying? The dude can fly. He walked out the fucking way.
With the
Yeah.
finger guns.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys, we're gonna move along tonight. Thanks everybody for watching. For watching. Where's my anime? This is anime. Where's my anime? Episode 26. Tonight we cover My Hero Academia, Vigilante season 1, Devil May Cry season 1, episode 8, To Be Hero X season 1, episode 9, and now we're about to get on with Yaba Samurai Legend season 1, episode 9, Dawn of the Lightning Splash. Um, hey Chris, is this one of the animes that you started watching yet?
I haven't been able to get to this one yet.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Um, so for me, Yaba has kind of been hit or miss. And I, I want to say it's kind of hit more than it's missed, but I don't think that's accurate. I think it's been kind of even. Um, and this episode wasn't bad, man. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. I did like how uh, Fujiroi Fujiroi just showed up, you know, or whatever. I mean, he showed up to try to take the sword again, right? I'm like, okay, all
Yeah.
right. But at the same time, we kind of got like a little, training episode this episode, which was dope too. Um, I don't know, man. Like you see Onimaru doing all this crazy shit in the world. Like he's taking over these buildings. It just seems like it's no sense of urgency, but it is. But it's just not that important right now. Like, come on, man. Like we should have been we should have been in the thick of this shit like 3 episodes ago. With the world, going the way it is and shit, and people actually are starting to believe in Onimaru now, right? Like I know you saw that in the episode. So for me, man, it's like while this episode's cool, man, I don't feel like the weight of the world is actually hitting home to Yaba and his friends and the whole collection of these guys, man. It just seems more like I got to figure out a new move, man. Like you know, and then once I figure out a new move, I'm gonna just have two moves and span the hell out of that. So,
You're not wrong, sadly.
so that's what I'm getting to on this one, man. I mean, animation was cool, man. Kojiro was there. I wonder though. if he still has the same agenda after accidentally helping him perfect the flesh. So I wonder if he's gonna be a part of the posse now. Um, I'm not really sure if that's gonna be cool or not, but you know, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we definitely see how they play out. Yeah, I didn't. I did laugh at like there was a lot of slapstick stuff in here, but that's probably like the only one that really like made me like chuckle and laugh was after we decided to go train with Yaba to hopefully tire him out to be able to take the Rajukin. He ends up mastering it, and then once he realizes Yaba the master, he probably done lost his chance to steal it in combat. He goes through like a little depression. I was like the whole time I really laughed, but yeah, I could see him basically tagging along with the team. Like I was kind of disappointed that he didn't like show like what was his thought process on the reason why he was even choosing to go back to Animaru's castle. But I'm thinking it's still along the same lines. Like I'm gonna be in action with Yaba, and when he gets taken out, that's gonna be my chance to go take the Raiju camp for myself, and then I'll be either go train with him, become the strongest samurai, or I have it, I'll be the strongest samurai type of thing. I feel like that's his mindset. It's still he's still trying to give.
I mean, but why don't he go take Onomaru shit? Like why he gotta take Yaba shit? You know what I'm saying? If he feel like he the best swordsman out there like that, go take Onomaru shit. Nah, Yaba just hasn't, perfected the Rajukin with the orb and shit. So, it's a it's
Yeah,
a it's an easier target, but at the same time it's like, nah, go take Onomaru shit, man. You bad. You got
unless
you
he's thinking.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go. So nah man, like bro, go take Onomaru shit, bro. Like you bad like that. I mean, really, you only got one move too. Like, that shit is ass, man. They
Yeah.
this is the OG Naruto, you know what I'm saying? Like we're just not gonna spam Rasengan all fucking night, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm so sorry. They can't just go Bankai and win.
Sadly, that was sadly Bankai is not an attack. It's like a transformation or a technique. So it's sadly not the same. But
It'd be cool if they did have fun times in Yama. I know that. I fucking know that.
hey, I mean, it might be coming. We already getting a lot of. I mean, honestly, I guess when you think about it like that, since this anime came out in 1984, this might be where Rashingan got created. Yeah,
This is the blueprint for all the shit.
yeah, it's sure as hell looking like it. Sure as hell looking like it.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
it's yeah, that one's an older one from. As I told you, I was like looking it up. So I
Yeah.
mean, it kind of makes sense that we're seeing kind of those mistakes from that. Or sorry, you guys, I'm not seeing it. You guys are seeing it. Those mistakes because that's what they did also back then too. Is you like a lot of characters would have one move or two moves or something like that. I mean, think of like
Oh yeah.
close
Inuyasha.
around that time, like Yu Yu Hakusho, spear gun, boom.
Yeah.
But like it's not for the time. It's great, but like of course there. Oh, you do get a little tired of seeing the same thing over and over again too. So
Yeah, and here's
Yeah,
my
that's
thing.
right.
Here's my thing.
Ah,
It's okay to have a one special move, right? Like one ultimate move, like that's your
mhm,
fucking. I'm down to my last leg. This shit got to work, type shit, right? But
yeah,
like when you just spamming this shit and like y'all connect swords like one or two times and then you just start spamming this move, like nah,
yeah.
dude, what the fuck are you doing? You
yeah.
know,
It was cool the first time.
like, get in your bag, man. Get in your bag a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you got in your arsenal. And it's just like, Rasengan,
Yes,
Rasengan.
again. Because I'm trying to see how this. That's probably like the one thing I don't like about this new technique. Like, one, the name is long as hell for no reason. Like I don't know why you have to describe the fact that you're using this technique without the orb enough to add it to the name of the technique of the move. But like it doesn't look that special. Like basically all he's saying is I'm falling and I'm just doing a whole bunch of horizontal slashes really fast. Like that's really what the technique is. Like it's not nothing like intricate like that. Like he can do that on the ground if he wanted to. Like he doesn't have to fall down from something to do this technique.
Nah,
In my point of view,
he can't do it on the ground because it's too telegraphed.
it's too
That's why,
telegraph. Or
yeah,
is he supposed to actually like symbolize the lightning or thunder coming out of the sky kind of thing?
yeah, that's where you got the inspiration from. Remember?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is, but I mean, like, I was thinking that he was gonna say like, "I'm doing something that's gonna move as fast as like." But I thought that's what he was gonna try to get, like, speed up his sword swings type of shit, not like to mimic something like I'm coming out the sky type shit. Like now I have to wait for you to set up to find something just to jump. Now, whenever we see him climb up something, we know he's gonna jump off of it to do this fucking technique.
And we'll see if he
he's
fails.
probably
But
he's probably about to jump off the bird, and that's the first technique he's gonna do to take out all the people in the crowd. And then he's gonna
okay,
switch to Senpukin, and then take out more people.
I'm gonna cut the shit off, dog. If I see that, I'm cutting it off. Not the fucking bird, bro. Cut the shit off. What you get this episode tonight, Dad?
Uh, man, yeah, that's pretty dread episode. Like, I think we might be like half and half. And like this is a good episode. This one missed. Like, pretty sure we half and half. So, I think I'm gonna say a six. That's probably 'cause I'm a little fuzzy on the details. Like, it probably could be lower than that, but I'll go with a six.
I'm gonna give it a 5.5. It's mid. It's mid at best. Um, but I mean, like you said, that part it made you laugh, man. It just made me be like, that shit is weak sauce, bro. Like, if you really wanted that
Oh,
bitch, you got it.
well, that's what I was about to say earlier. Maybe that's his state of mind. Maybe he's thinking that since Yaba already beat uh, Onimaru, there's no reason to take him out. Taking him out is not going to make him the best fighter in the land. He's going to take out Yaba. Yaba beat Onimaru. I'm the best fighter in the land.
All
That,
right.
that's all the way it makes sense.
Let us know. Everybody who's in, everybody who's watching tonight, let us know in the comments section. If you've been watching Yaba, season 1, episode 9, give us a rating in the comment section. We'll put it up here. Um, we'll talk about it. Uh, but any more final comments about Yaba, man?
Nah, man, like you said, man, for anybody that's watched it, yeah, put in the comments. Let us know what y'all think. Maybe we said something that was incorrect. Maybe you got some better insight, deeper insight. Let us know.
Please correct that. If you say anything incorrect tonight, please correct them. Moving on, moving on. Um, thank you for everybody for watching. Another episode of Where's My Anime. This is Where's My Anime episode 26. We appreciate all the views tonight. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. You can find us almost anywhere. Where's My Anime? Tonight we got myself, we got Dap, and we got the fucking manga guy here, Chris Fry. We talked about a couple of animes already. We talked about My Hero Academia, Vigilante series, Devil May Cry, Hero X, and Yaba. And now we're gonna cap it off with Fire Force season 3, episode 10. Abbott. Uh, look, man. Okay, so you know, Fire Force, man. I've been fucking with season 3, right? Like to me, like out of the gate, season 3 has been like the best kind of like opening season for me, right? In Fire Force thus far. This episode, man, it just raised more questions, man. It raised more questions about the whole cataclysm shit. Is more information about it, but it's like the more information that you get in Fire Force, the more fucking questions that you have, yo. I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing because you just don't want to know what everything is happening, what everything is going on, right? You want to be able to tune in and figure out like, okay, what are they going to reveal next? How does this puzzle piece fit with this one? And I feel like Fire Force Man has just been, lately they've been giving us a lot of information. I'm trying to digest it all, and then also I'm coming up with more questions like, well, what the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean? So, um, it's a couple of things I just want to talk about real quick in this episode. Um, I don't like. Damn, they said her name this episode, but I don't like the sister. Um, who evidently is a pillar.
Yeah,
She got earthquaking abilities and shit.
not earthquake abilities. It's
I mean,
quivering, shivering,
quiver. Hey man,
shivering.
I get it, man. I get it. I get it. I exactly know how it works, bro. What I'm saying is, I don't fucking like it. It makes a little sense, but not to the point what she just fucking did this episode. All right. So
I'll give you that. I'll give you
apparently,
that.
apparently she's in the fucking nether, and off the shore of Tokyo, she fucking quakes and shivers a fucking pillar out of the ground.
Yeah,
At the like, what the fuck is this, man? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, is it just one pillar though? Like, is she gonna have to do this shit at the next mass meeting or at the next fucking I think they call didn't they call it mass or what?
yeah.
Yeah, like is she gonna do this at the next mass and shit, bro? Like, is she gonna continue to do this for all what 8 or 9 pillars? I don't fucking know. But again, it don't make sense. Number two, that shit was funny as hell, man. When the
Don't
um
say the fire mole. You about to say the fire mole, aren't you?
fucking fire mode showed up, and my boy Arthur kicked the shit out of it. That shit was funny. Like, I know you just say you laughed in Yaba, but I actually laughed in Fire Force when Arthur kicked the shit out of him, dog. Talking about he ate some fucking potatoes at the crate. However, I was getting annoyed that just go ahead and push the fucking episode along, right? But it had that quick comic relief in it. I fuck with it. And then the last thing I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna let you guys have it. Um, like I'm interested to see like that whole dynamic between like show and the evangelist and shit because it kind of seems like it doesn't really matter like if Show wants to go see Shin or, you know, it doesn't really matter what the fuck Show wants to do. But at the same time, they kind of had brainwashed him at the end of season one, after he finally met Shin, his brother, right? So it's like, which one is it, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Is it you want to just continue to have him brainwashed or you don't really care what he fucking does because the cataclysm is coming out? I don't know. But I am interested to see, how that dynamic goes. But, yeah, man, go ahead, man. Whoever wants to go second, y'all can go ahead and go.
Sorry if I can go second since we already got the manga reader.
Go ahead.
Full deep for that. For like, I'm gonna start with like an aspect that I noticed from that same aspect. Like they let show go and they just act like it was just nothing. I said, oh yeah, just let them go. We already have all the pillars here. Like what is that? Like you said, what does that mean? And then at the same time, if one of their goals are to capture is to capture Shin, like why didn't they plan out something where they just capture him like how they got Show to come back? I forgot old girl's name, but why don't they just have old girl brain control him? To have him a zombie in their presence so they have all the pillars and do what they wanted to do. Like that would have been a lot more easier than just having them run around trying to figure out where he's at, keep him safe, all that. Like they literally would have had they could do that with all the pillars. And they would have them all. And they could do whatever they wanted and be done. This but I don't understand I really don't understand what's going on, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's like,
uh,
and I was gonna say, it's like you
but
get more information and then you get even more confused.
that that has always
something
been
like
kind of
that.
one of the issues I've had with Fire Force a little bit is it's a little convoluted. Um, like especially like the villains' plans and stuff. Like it's always like very complicated. And then when you think that the heroes have finally done something to like at least put like like at least done something that makes their plan harder. They're like, nope, we didn't even have to have that. We could, so they just kind of brush it off. Now with show, um, like I, I have no clue like what's going to happen with him. To be honest, like it's.
This is not in the manga. That's what you're saying.
Well, I
This is
haven't got to
exclusive.
that point yet. The last thing I have is Arthur fighting somebody. I'm not gonna say because that is spoilers, but that's like the last thing that I remember reading before I, took a break from it. I need to go back to it, but yeah, like I had no, I don't really know where shows go. Like, is he going to be actually a
Uh,
prominent character again, or like what? Like, I don't know. I
I,
don't have a
I
clue on
don't
that
know.
front,
That part
but
kind of irritated me too, man. He's gonna ask his protector, show me how to get out of the nether. Then you get out to the nether. How the hell you expect to find your brother? You couldn't even find a way to get out your home base. Like, what are we doing right now, man? What are we doing?
It's the doubling, bro. He knows what shit is. But
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to see a double duo fight with Shin and Show tag team or something. I would love to see it. I think it's gonna be dope.
yeah,
But,
that's coming. Like, it's got to be coming. Like, it's gonna be cool.
here's the thing, man. I didn't think I was gonna actually hate one of the evangelists, but I really hate the chick that fucking is able to predict the future, dog. Like every time she fucking talks now, man, I'm just like, man, shut the fuck up, yo. Oh yeah, a lot of people gonna die. Oh yeah, I can't wait till a bunch of people die. Like, fuck up, yeah.
yeah,
Like,
I
I
feel
didn't
you
think I was
there.
gonna hate one of them, man. But I really have a disdain for her character, bro. Like, man,
It
but
is.
bro,
It is crazy left field.
yeah. And then, like I said, we got a bunch of information, and then they reveal another character who's supposed to be like the
Yes.
ultimate fucking boss dude after the cataclysm. Like, yeah, you guys are strong now, but
Yeah.
after I will be reborn, you'll be nothing. Like, what?
Yeah, it was like that's the part that was crazy too, because he was like, "Yeah, I orchestrated the last great cataclysm." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, I thought the last cataclysm actually happened, but it didn't happen, or it failed because they had mentioned that like
Yeah,
the reason why the first one failed is because of X Y Z, and I'm like,
yeah.
but wait, how much did it fail? Because like the shit is powered off a fucking you know a dola, somebody a pillar, right? Like your whole fucking city is powered off somebody who's a pillar. Like what the fuck are we
Well, I
talking
guess I guess they're talking about that one that said that Chinese island. Maybe that was the first one. That's the one that didn't complete. I mean, their goal is to fucking turn the planet into a star in any goddamn way. So if everything's still green grass and water and shit, then whatever happened, it did fail.
about? Oh, so because the planet itself didn't just fucking blow up, it failed.
Yeah, it's supposed to be that
Basically,
if like they, from what I understand, I think basically they succeeded like 99%, but then there was like this very small area that didn't get, you know, so they have to do it again.
Hey Turbo, run that back.
But
yeah, that's confusing show, man.
I mean, that's Fire Force. It's
I mean,
always a little weird.
I hate to say it, I'm just tired of hearing about the great cataclysm at this point.
it's,
Hmm.
it's upon us, bro. It's upon us. It's coming. But also at the same time, I'm glad that they're moving forward with it coming though, right? Like it's not just some over looming plot, right? That's just out there in the back of the minds, but you still got characters, doing training arcs and other bullshit killer episodes. You get what I'm saying? Like they're actually paying attention to it, putting the spotlight on it, and they're actually giving us more information about it, and just gathering, some facts about it. So I can appreciate the fact that yes, this is something that has been prophesized since I think what in the season one is like when we found out like their total. That's why I hated season two so much, just because like they did nothing to actually push the plot in season two. It wasn't until season three when shit started hitting the fan and we actually got to see like a lot more plot pushing and things moving along. Like season two, man. Like yes, do we get more information? We got more information, but all it was okay. Now we know they're doing this, so okay, this is coming in. On to the next thing we got to do, right? Like it wasn't nothing was done about the cataclysm coming. Nothing was done about the pillars in season two. So I'm glad
I mean,
I'm glad season 3 is like juicing it up.
I mean, to go off what you said about season two, though, I mean, in a way, they kind of made season two important because I can't remember if it was the evangelist that was talking about it or the Squad 8. But somebody started talking about the pi equation and how it related to the Great Cataclysm or something of another. They started bringing that shit back. Not that it made sense to me or I cared, but they started bringing that shit up. It's so confusing, man. Like I was just irritated and confused the whole episode. Sadly, yeah.
Um, what are your so Chris? Did you actually watch this episode of it?
I haven't watched it. I've read this one though.
Oh, okay, okay. I mean, I guess you can still give your honest rating on it then. Um, well, we'll start with Chris on this one. What would you give this?
Well, I like the like getting to see the new pillars or getting to see all their powers and stuff like that. The shiver thing is a little funny, but I think it's neat. So like I would probably give it like a 7 or 8. Obviously, I haven't watched the anime, so I know it's probably a little bit different, but that's what I would give it. As long as it goes by what the manga did. So
What about you, Dap?
I honestly don't know, man. I honestly don't know.
Jesus, man.
I
Um,
don't. I really don't.
okay, man. Why are
Can I
you? Why are you?
go?
Oh, go
Can I
ahead.
go back to an OG NA?
Go back to what?
Go back to do a NA.
NA. No, okay, man. I'm gonna give it a. Give it a 6, man. It was mid. I mean, not mid. 7, 7. It was better than mid.
Doesn't?
Yeah,
I'm
it
thinking
was better.
about it.
Got a lot of information, man. But like I said, we just ended up with more questions, so I'm not gonna
I mean,
totally, you know, throw it out just for that.
yeah, that's the part that always gets you, like with episodes like this. Like I'm basically bashing on what I don't know, and I'll probably find out next episode. That's basically what I'm doing.
Maybe, maybe we'll find out on the next episode.
I mean, that's facts. I swear, if I hear the word "Great Cataclysm" at least 3 times in this next episode, I might just turn this shit off. Like, yeah, just stop talking about this shit, man. Just get some action going. God damn, ain't even gotta be fighting, but just something other than what we already know that y'all are working on.
What's that? Um,
I just stick with 5, man. I'll go for a 5 on this one.
oh, that's crazy. That's crazy work. Had the girl in here fucking shivering and shit. That's crazy work, man.
That would be a great Bankai. Hmm.
A bunk house. What? Hey, look, we got time tonight, man. Like
We do.
we got
This is
time
a
tonight.
rare moment.
So what? Like, what the hell are you talking about? That would be a good bankai.
That would be a great Bankai. If somebody pulled up, they pulled up on Ichigo, they're like, yo, who are you? And he's like, I don't know, I'm the eighth pillar. What are you? And then he pulls out a fucking frying pan and he says Bankai and he starts to shiver and then everything starts to heat up and the earth starts to shake and shit. That'd be a dope Bankai, man. They'll be pulling over. They'll be pulling me as a fan if they did some shit like that, man.
he's gonna light you on fire himself.
Talking about that. That would be the worst bankai ever, man. And you know what? All bankais aren't created equal, but I tell you what, that one would be the
That most
fucking one.
definitely not.
That one would be the fucking one. I'm telling you right now.
I mean, you say that now. We've seen a lot less and worse of Black doing great things when they shouldn't have. So you never know, man.
What are you talking about? Why do you be saying this random shit about bankais, man, and just expect
This
me
ain't
to?
random. I watched all these episodes, bro. This ain't shit random.
I know. What are you talking about? Like, some bankais, like, what are you talking about? Which one?
Bro, what's the werewolf dude? That werewolf dude's Bankai is ass. Even with the fucking that's plot armor ass. His Bankai is garbage. Shit. The way they did fucking Toa and can I say that? Yeah, the way they did Tozen, this fucking whole Bankai release and shit, that was a disappointment.
How?
They turned bro into a bug. They turned him into a fly. I don't even remember what bug it was, bro. They turned this dude to a fly. And then he literally got swatted as a fly. Like, come on, man. Really? Really? That's how they gonna do Chosen?
I mean, wait,
You don't even remember that.
wait.
Damn.
No. No, no. I think that wasn't his Bankai, man.
It might have been part of it might have been tied in
That was,
with the
that was a part. That was a part of the holification shit that Arjun did for Tozen. Like,
yeah. But I mean that's still a Bankai release though, because you still do Bankai release
no,
with your
it's a
hollow form.
it is a sword release that is not a Bankai release. Look it up.
What's it
Everybody out,
called though?
everybody out in the
I
chat,
doubt it's called I doubt it's called just a sword release.
put it in the comment section. Okay, I'm not a police professor, man, but I do know that.
That's not what that certificate on the wall behind you says.
Yeah, that's my boy right there. But nah, man, like you can't be dropping random shit like, oh, some bunkers do this. You can't be doing that, man. Like,
What
man,
you mean?
what do you mean? What I mean, you did it. That was the show. You can't be doing that. We got time tonight, man. You know what I'm
Oh, we
saying?
do. What do we want to talk about? What's like? I mean, hey, for the viewers too. Like, I mean, we could do bullshit for like the next 32 minutes. Like, we really this is a rare occasion. Like, we really got the time right now.
Throw something
Is
in the
there
comments
something?
if
Yeah,
y'all want to.
if there's the show y'all want to hear us talk about, there should be some good animes releasing continuing this month that we could be expecting. If y'all want to talk about those, let us know. Like, comments is open. They've been open, but like, say something.
Say something, man. And look, and the way this guy talks, the way I feel about Bleach is the same way this guy feels about Dandadan. And and that lets you know everything you need to know about that, man.
I mean, I don't know what that means. Like right off the bat, this Dan the Man has no filler. Bleach is half filler. That's already a better accomplishment than a lot of anime, bro.
All right, time out. We talking about
The,
Dandadan.
again, once again, filler. You can't hate too much on Bleach, One Piece, or Naruto for this because they come from the age of filler. It is when every anime did it. You can't hate on them too much for doing it,
Everyone, bro.
Now
and
what? What?
everybody did
What?
it.
What filler was in Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, there's a lot of filler in Dragon Ball Z, dog.
Every Dragon Ball Z movie until fucking Super.
Nah,
They're
no. You
every
can't include
single
the
one of
movies.
them. Yeah,
Are we
every
including
single one
movies?
of them is filler.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
if you want to say movies, I mean, shit, that's still modern time too. My Hero has plenty of filler movies.
And also, we've got Piccolo and Goku earning their driver's license.
yes. I was about to bring that
Um,
up.
That was now.
You got
I'm
you got
not
Gohan.
saying like filler can't be fun and good because that episode's fucking hilarious, but
Yeah,
it's still filler. Like everybody did it back then, and usually the reason they did it was these,
They caught up with the source.
the yeah they catch up with the source, but they're being forced by the corporate overlords to
Yeah.
have so many episodes, so they have to put something in, and that's why we have all this filler. Nowadays, people are like everybody hates filler, so
yeah.
it just doesn't happen as much,
Oh, hey,
or
Dad.
at
As it
all.
should be. As it
Hey,
Yeah,
should
Dad.
be.
exactly.
Hey, look. Every episode with Great Saiyan Man in it was fucking filler in Dragon Ball.
No. No.
him and Videl out in the fucking city, bro. Filler, dog.
That
Gohan,
was pinnacle.
bro.
At some point in time, Pan got conceived on one of those episodes. It's important. It's not filler.
Gohan out there fucking fishing for big fish and bringing that shit back home. All that shit was filler, dog. Like,
It ruined my boy.
it's filler in Dragon Ball. And
Honestly, I'm
and
sorry,
look,
go ahead.
before you say that,
Yeah,
Dragon
yeah.
Ball, Dragon Ball was one of those animes, bro. A fight sequence could take fucking 6 episodes for it to finish, and not all the episodes were actually intense like that. There was a lot of talking. There was a lot of fucking backdropping.
There was a lot
Dragon
of
That's not filler.
screaming.
I wouldn't say that's filler. I mean, like it is filler, but I wouldn't say that it makes the episode a filler episode. It's just filler to make the episode stretch. That's kind of different because it still moves the story along in the end goal.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, like Dragon Ball used to have those fight sequences where the shit was like long and drawn out, and
Yeah, there's
realistically, they could have did it in like 2 episodes, dog. I'm
yeah.
just saying.
That's
I
one of
mean,
the
I mean, yeah,
that's one of the you know one of the things that people hate on Dragon Ball Z is they made episodes last way longer than they needed to. I mean,
yeah.
to, the
Hold on,
worst
I need you
one
out there real quick.
was
I'll be right
Super
back.
Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is by far the worst.
Super
I,
Saiyan 3 Goku.
yeah, I think he screams for like 3 episodes. Like,
He was fighting Boo.
yeah, or yeah. It's when he like, he's like, give me a second. It takes a while, and then like 3 episodes later, he finally stops screaming. Like it's the
Yeah,
worst one.
yeah.
Uh,
Nah, man. I mean, I mean, look at my shirt, man. I am a Dragon Ball fan. But even I can recognize, like, it didn't necessarily come out with no faults, right?
oh
It wasn't always a 10 out of 10. Welcome back, my boy.
there he
Thank you,
is.
thank you.
Um, but anyway, man. Yeah, man. The age of filler is gone, and you cannot tell me definitively that Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War has filler in it. Oh, and
Is it different?
I tell you one thing too. Bleach is notoriously known for having some of the best filler episodes you can even fucking think of, dog. I'm telling you right now. Go look at the Bleach filler list from OG Bleach. You have some of the most beautiful animated fight scenes in the whole series in filler episodes that was not canon.
If it wasn't
Seriously.
a beat
Out
episode,
of
it didn't matter.
three, Naruto probably had the worst filler episodes by far.
Oh, Naruto had the worst fucking yo.
Yes, yes.
Hey,
And that's
Dad.
coming
Yeah.
from a guy who loves Naruto. Like I love Naruto, but even like Naruto filler episodes, there's some bad ones.
Like in Bleach Filler, you get Old Man Yamamoto versus Shinsui and damn, what's the guy's name who's he ended up being the right
You
arm of
bet,
God,
yeah. Oh
huh?
no! Him? Damn! I definitely don't remember his name. No.
Yeah, you get a fight sequence between those three guys in a filler episode, dog. You're not getting that anywhere else. Showtime, baby. Bleach is Showtime. But I'm just saying, bro. I'm just keeping it real. Um, But hey, what's that episode in Naruto, man? Me, you, and JP used to joke about it at work. Uh,
Chasing Akamaru.
huh?
Chasing Akamaru.
Chasing Akamaru. That was the guy that had the wolf
The
fang.
dog. Mm-hmm. Wolfang, not Wolfang. This well, Fang Wolfang.
Fucking fangs, man. Well, I ended up I slipped up and watched that episode where he was chasing his dog through the fucking town, bro. I think his dog was sick. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I could have fucking threw up on that episode.
Like I said, Naruto had some really bad filler.
Hey, you know what? While we talk about Naruto, man, Chris, are you one of those guys who like, Naruto's my shit, but I just can't get down with Boruto?
Um, I haven't watched all of Naruto, but I've read all of Naruto.
Okay,
Naruto was one where I caught up with it, and then at that time was when I was really into manga because the episodes took too long to come out, so
yeah,
I would go read it. And but Boruto, I I both like it because there's some neat stuff to it, but also like I can't get super into it. Like it just doesn't draw me in. I don't know if it's because it's a sequel and like I have that issue sometimes, especially with animes. Like the Inuyasha sequel did it to me too. I couldn't get into that one. I don't know. Like it's just something about it. Like one, Naruto is horrible.
you mean like the
He
character? The character,
Yes, he is horrible. At least at first, he might get
ungrateful.
better, but at first, he is a bitch.
He's
He is
ungrateful,
he
man.
is such a bitch. Like this boy got two loving fucking parents, and all he can do is bitch and complain.
Yeah,
Fuck him.
But he's
yeah,
cool with he's cool with like the best character in Naruto. It's like he's like
Not
the reverse of
really.
Naruto, chilling out with Sasuke.
I like Sasuke's daughter better than him, and
yeah,
she doesn't even really get any cool moments. To be honest, fuck
yeah,
the Orochimaru character is better than fucking Baruto. Like at least at first, like he was getting a little bit better when I kind of dropped off on it. Because he kind of finally was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be such a bitch. And he
yeah.
kind of was getting a little bit better. He had Sasuke teaching him stuff, but I also didn't really like that. Like Naruto kind of gets his like acid handed to him, and him and Sasuke at this point are like basically gods. So it's just weird to see them get their ass or his ass handed to him.
You
But I still like there's still some really cool stuff. I love this like mix of ninjutsu and technology. I really love that mix. I think it's really neat. And for like instead of just trying to do the same old stuff just with newer characters, they at least tried to bring something new to it. But
know,
there are definitely issues with it for sure.
Well, it sounds like you were pretty hyped on this one episode where they had like a sponsor by Jurassic Park, where Sasuke teams up with some Velociraptors and they
dinosaur,
go take out and they go take out the baddie.
fucking
You
yikes,
seen
man.
that?
I have not seen that, so I'm not sure what that is. But that sounds.
Yeah,
It's definitely looking.
You know what Baruto lost me at is when fucking Baruto. I think it was like one of the episodes he got possessed by the alien or whatever. Whatever shit that's in him. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Baruto fan, but motherfucker, he stabbed Sasuke in his fucking Rinnegan eye, bro. I was like, yo, Sasuke, bro, come on, man, get
That's
the
what I'm saying.
hang
Like,
that shit up, bro. You gonna stab him in his fucking Rinnegan eye? Like, come on, man. That's where Baruto lost me at, and I was like, I can't watch this shit no more.
you did get to see some like cool little powers though. There's that I forget what that guy's name is who can like teleport through all those weird portal things that he makes with his claws or whatever.
It ain't enough, man. It
Like
ain't
there's
enough.
like I said, there's cool stuff to it, but yeah, there's definitely issues. 100%.
All right, that's cool, man. That's cool. While we still here though, man, did you end up watching X-Men '97?
Oh yeah, 100%.
No, we definitely got to talk about that when they come back.
That is something I could now wait to fucking watch, bro. Oh my god.
What's
Hey,
funny is as a kid, I wasn't really a big fan of the X-Men cartoon show. I
Oh,
and I think
like
the reason why is because of course, it touched on stuff that as a kid was just a little too over my head.
yeah,
yeah,
But now as an adult, seeing the new one, like, yeah, like I get it more basically.
yeah,
So
yeah,
and of course, I I think what I like with the new one too is it feels like that '90s show.
yes.
So
And Cyclops goes hard in the paint, bro. Cyclops goes hard in the fucking paint on the new shit, man. Like I
that
don't know.
when he used his fucking blast to like maneuver in battle, that was so cool.
that was dope. That was
Like
dope.
that was such good fight cinematography or however the fuck you phrase it. Like that was so well done.
Yeah, man.
Jumped out the X-wing and used his lasers to
Hmm.
cushion his fall.
Yeah.
I want to see
That
more
shit is so
Storm
cool.
though. Storm's my
Oh
girl.
yeah, for sure. Storm goes hard too, man. But like the way they just did Cyclops in the show, man, I don't think they get enough praise for that, man. Because if you remember, like in the old show, like yeah, Cyclops was the leader, man, but he was always questioned, right? Like he was always questioned about Wolverine, and oftentimes he was kind of like, the teacher's pet with Xavier and shit, right? But I feel like they kind of changed that narrative a little bit. And you seen, like when he was getting interviewed by the reporter and shit, and he was like, you know, what the fuck do you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? We're mutants, like, you know what I'm saying? My wife just got turned away from service and shit. Like all that shit, bro. Like Cyclops, man, he's that dude in the new X-Men '97 show. I really enjoy that. Um, but yeah, I can't wait for the new shit to drop, man.
Like
I
the
was
thumb
super excited.
of Xavier is definitely when his character becomes far more interesting. Even in the comics, it was like that. When he's, the teacher pet, he's boring as shit. But
Yeah,
as soon as he starts being willing to like butt heads with Xavier, that's when he becomes a far more intriguing character.
yeah, for sure, man.
So I wonder if we're gonna get to see the thruple thing with him and Wolverine and Jean. That'd be fun.
Oh, did you watch the original X Men before you went to '97, or you just went straight into '97?
Well, I haven't watched everything from the old show. I'm more talking about the comics. They end up in a whole like relationship situation. Like it's weird.
Oh, bro. Oh no, bro. Like that.
It was
Like
weird. It
so
was
I
weird.
went. Yeah. So I went and watched the original series before I jumped into '97 when '97 came out, dude. Like, bro, like I don't see how Wolverine got such a big fan base off of the original X Men. Like they thrash him so much. Like there's one moment where he goes to the Jean Grey and I think he's crying because Scott did something or something just happened. Either way, Wolverine goes up to Jean Grey and he starts spilling out his guts and he's like, "Jean, I need you." And she literally just walks away and says, "Scott needs me too." And Wolverine just he puts his hand in his face and just starts crying, just like like just start crying right there on the spot. Like there's so many times where he just gets put down on the show as far as like in a love way, or actually even in combat. Even in combat, he'll do something goofy and get taken out so easily. Like you would think that you would think that he's one of the foot soldiers on the villains team. And he should be getting annihilated type shit. Like it's surprising how he got a big fan base from the
I
original
mean,
series, man.
like, most of like people, of course, they think of like the badass moments of Wolverine. They don't think of the moments where he is like kind of
Vulnerable.
yeah, like they
Yeah.
don't think of those moments really. They think of the badass moments, like when he's coming out of the Weapon X program and ripping people fucking apart and shit. Like that's what people remember. They
I
don't
mean,
remember
don't get me
the shit
wrong.
moments. So
Like the main series, like mostly it was based on Wolverine. Strangely enough, like he has the most backstory, so I can see that. Like if you want to say like that's the reason why more people like him because he had the most backstory out of anybody else in the series back then. But just as far as like his actions and the shit that he did, like bro got clowned left and right more than anybody else in the series.
Nah, you know what it was, man. I don't know how old you are, Chris, but I was watching X Men when I was growing up. Wolverine, man. For one, his claws, right? Like that was just
Mhm.
something that was iconic, right? Like
oh yeah,
everybody could envision themselves having retractable claws and shit, right?
everybody had butter knives that they put
Yes,
in their fingers. We've all
right.
done it.
For you, Dap, it's like the equivalent of kids trying to do the fucking Kamehameha outside and shit, right? Like everybody
Oh, shit.
fucking did the
Yeah.
We
Wolverine
ain't do
shit.
that. We tried to go Super Saiyan, like legit, like we'll be in the yard, and for whatever reason, we thought being mad was what made you turn Super Saiyan or in pain. So we sitting there hitting each other, hit me hard as I go Super Saiyan.
And that's what I'm saying. That too, it's along those lines, right? Like that was the hype around Wolverine. So that's number one. Number two, if you remember correctly, Wolverine had some of the funniest one-liners in X Men, dog. Like he used
I
to
give
just
you
say
that.
shit just off the rip. You know what I
He's
mean?
also supposed to be like the kind of, I don't want to say it this way, but he's supposed to be kind of the bad boy too. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
like
Well,
that makes people like him more too because he's supposed to be the rough one and he's kind of
Yeah,
gruff and all that kind of like that's his
I think
bone as
I think
well.
Gambit still wins that one on that one. He
Oh,
still rolled
Gambit!
down pretty
I
heavy.
love Gambit,
nah,
but
Gambit. Yeah, a lot of people did love Gambit too, but Gambit's like more smooth, man. Like Wolverine is supposed to be like the one that was rough around the edges, right? Gambit was just smooth with it, like
Gambit's just
yeah,
charming, man.
yeah,
I
yeah,
give you that. I give you that.
yeah. But yeah, man, it was crazy hype around Wolverine.
God,
Man.
with the new one, Gambit, when he had the short shirt, so many people got fucking upset on that shit. Holy
Yeah,
shit, man!
yeah.
moments, bro.
Like,
Yeah, come
oh,
on,
good
man.
lord.
I
Sorry,
think people flipping out about Murph too, honestly.
Mm, but my boy,
It's a
More.
great series.
they fucking
Yeah.
take my
Because
boy.
what Murph, I mean, shit, he doesn't have a gender, so I mean, but yeah,
Yeah.
he's flip flopping doing what he want to do.
Yeah, man. I can't wait for the new shit to come out, man. Um, hopefully it
Oh,
comes out sooner than fucking later. I know that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
hey, hey, so since we are talking about this, I got to fix my vision on why the ending didn't make sense. Like, so you remember how it ended, right? Chris,
Mm,
Wolverine gets his skeleton pulled out, and then it cuts out the ends right there. That's the end of the series.
sure.
Oh no,
No.
that's not. That's not the end of the series.
That what
Is
the
that
end was the end.
Nah, they showed up. They showed up in different places in time. They showed up.
Shit, yeah.
Everybody. It was either like two or three people together, and they showed up like in different places.
Yeah,
mm,
yeah, damn, you right. You right. Well, damn it, I want to talk about that fight. Yo, like, did that shit make sense to you, man? Like, Magneto had everybody pinned down with something metallic, but the one motherfucker that is made of metal, he's the one that was free to go through and try to kill over Magneto. That shit make sense to you? You remember that?
uh, I'm blanking. It's been like I
Right.
don't.
That.
I'm not remember. I need to
So,
go watch the last episode apparently because I'm not
nah,
remembering
that's.
that.
I think it might have been like two episodes, maybe two episodes before the end, maybe, or episode before the end.
Yeah, I think it was an episode before the end, man. But look, man, you're not gonna get everybody on this fucking side that you just want to say that.
Everyone needs to hear this story. Oh, especially since we didn't talk about it. Did we talk about it? I don't think we talked about it on here. But either way, I'm gonna hear talk. We ain't never talk. So, hey, so all the X Men pulled up on Magneto because they were like, "Hey, we need to check him out. You know, he's crazy. He's about to fucking mess up the whole Earth, especially since he got a pulse with and shit." So they got was it Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine.
The X Men. We
Who else
get
was
it.
up there?
Some of them were split off because some of them were fighting the other guy. Can't remember his name
yeah,
right now.
yeah, when they was fighting in space and shit.
Yeah,
The
it
android
was.
dude? No, not the android. Was the android?
I think so.
No, the vampire dude.
No, it wasn't no fucking vampire dude. It was the. It was a.
Oh, Doctor Strange. That's what I was thinking about. Oh,
Did you just say
Yeah,
nah,
Doctor
that wasn't
Strange?
Doctor
no,
Strange. No, no, Strange.
he was more or less like a. He was more or less like an android, but
You're
it
talking
was.
about the DNA guy?
I mean, now
I don't
like
even remember what he looked like.
kind of like the final boss at the end, man.
Yeah,
Crap. One second.
Besides Magneto,
yeah.
but also too, man, I like how X Men had, the divide, right? Like, were you really on, Xavier's side or were you on Magneto's
Oh,
side? 'Cause you can see both.
Mr.
You can see
Sinister.
yeah.
both perspectives.
Yeah, that's what it was. Rogue was there too, 'cause that's when Rogue switched sides. Oh, if I'm not. No, no, that's not.
Yeah, she was already switched. She
Yeah,
was,
but
she was
I think they
right.
helped her more than. Damn. But either way, man, Magneto's getting attacked by everybody, bro. He's fucking bashing everybody, deflecting everything. Bruh's basically winning the fight against like five different X Men. Eventually, something happens where he gets hurt, and he's like, enough. He goes through, he binds everybody up with loose metal that's around the wreckage on the ship and pins everybody down.
Mm-hmm.
After that, he starts going through a little speech talking about something, this, that, and the third. Out of nowhere, Wolverine comes behind him and stabs him in the back. How the fuck does the one person that has metal in their body you don't have pinned down? That's what, because after that, that's when he retracts his claws, and then Magneto goes berserk and he yanks out Wolverine's whole skeleton, which kind of doesn't make sense when you think about it. But he yanks out his whole skeleton, and Wolverine's laid out on the ground.
How does that not make
But
sense?
His skeleton's literally covered in metal.
no, no, no. I mean, yeah, because his skeleton's covered in metal. Like your skeleton is also part of your skull. Like I don't remember. Like if you're gonna pull out your skeleton, wouldn't your skull come out with you?
I mean,
The
he
whole
also has
skeleton,
perfect control over his powers, so I would also assume he could choose what he rips
oh,
out.
huh? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, bro, he was going for the kill. Like, he wasn't trying. Why would he be trying to be diligent? Like, Magneto was going for the kill. He yanked out his fucking spine, like everything, bro. Like his whole from his feet. I'm pretty sure that probably stopped up to his neck when it shouldn't. But he yanked all that shit out. Like he should have just been a bag of meat. There's no bones left
He's
in.
done that in the comics too.
Yeah,
Yeah. I went back and sadly, I read the manga. Well, I didn't read the manga, but I looked at the manga, so I know what's going to happen next. But it still doesn't make sense because I'm pretty sure you cannot bring Wolverine back if you have his skeleton. Your brain is in your skeleton. Like your skeleton ain't gonna be still
It
with
doesn't
the rest
matter.
of this shit.
Wolverine's regeneration factor is strong enough where it rebuilds it.
exactly. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any
Again,
sense.
it does for Wolverine. His healing factor is supposed to be one of the most powerful. The only
Yeah,
one I think's
Over
more
Deadpool?
powerful is that's what I was about to say. I think the only one that's more powerful is Deadpool, and Deadpool's been atomized and came back.
yeah. If I'm not mistaken, man, Wolverine just needs one fucking cell still working, dog. He can fucking regenerate.
He's not that bad. That
That's
was
crazy.
different. But but
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be pretty.
Deadpool got hit so hard by the Hulk in a comic that he was atomized, and then he still was able to reconfigure from his regeneration. Like that's Deadpool. But Wolverine,
Like
I
you
mean,
said, he got cut in half. I could see that.
there is a comic where he does finally. Well, I mean, there's multiple comics where, of course, he gets killed. But I mean, he's been killed multiple times. There's like Wolverine Goes to Hell. I think that's a comic book series, if I
Yeah,
remember right. Like he's gotten his head chopped off and survived. Like he's
yeah,
Wolfuckerine.
I mean,
yeah.
I guess that's about to be a new character flaw that I don't like then because animanium is not part of his original body. So why is his body reproducing animanium? That would be my
No, no,
question.
no, 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 no.
No, no, no.
He will not have the antimanium.
Yeah,
When it
no,
regrows, he'll just have bone claws again.
yeah,
That's what happens in the comics too. Is like he
that's what.
does it eventually comes back in the sense that his bones come back,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
it
for sure.
not the animanium. Like because the only reason he has antimanium is of course that they melted it down and then covered his skeleton with it.
yeah.
Okay, so we have a bag of meat, Wolverine laying on the ground, and we got a whole skeleton of Wolverine floating in the sky. Which one is going to turn into Wolverine?
Both.
Shouldn't both? Shouldn't both? Yeah, shouldn't both turn into
I
Wolverine?
mean that's what happened. Hey, in Deadpool, a mad scientist picked up parts of Deadpool left over, put them
Yeah.
all together, and they turned into evil Deadpool. It's fucking
All right.
comics, man. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah. Hey, but with that being said, fellas, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. Um,
Hell
we'll we'll,
no, we will go. Hell no.
we'll talk more about Wolverine and Deadpool in the next episode of Where's My Anime. um, yeah, but thanks for everybody who's been listening. Staying with us up late in the early wee hours in the morning. We appreciate every single one, the last of you. This has been another great episode of Where's My Anime, episode 26. Of course, on your boy Jay Summer.
I'm down.
And I'm Fry.
Hey, all right, guys, we out.
Peace out.
And that's a wrap. Thank you for watching another episode of Where's My Anime.
Great appreciation to those who liked, subscribed, and viewed today's episode.
If you agree with what I said today or disagree with what Dab had to say, please drop it in the comment section. We will reply. And as always, I'm your boy Jay Sama.
And I'm down. We'll catch you on the next season, the next episode of Where's My Anime.
You heard?